Sagittarius, how you doing? It's very early in the UK, so we're here to do your reading for you. I've got a few channel messages for a start, and then we'll look at some tarot cards. But I'm hearing, can we pick up the how we left off? Like, can we pick up again how we left, like a pickup truck, something to do with a pickup truck, or a car, or a Cancerian, or a car physically? And can you pick me up? Like, can you drop me off and can you pick me up? Can you drop? It's a bit like a DBS service, but. Can you pick me up? Can you drop me off? Can you pick me up? Can you drop me off? Can you pick me up? Can you drop me off? Something to do with that. Okay, but then also something to do with a Cancerian or a pickup truck. Okay, but can we pick up where we left off is also what I'm hearing. Like, just leave off. Can we pick up where we left off? Kind of like, there seems to be this very argumentative energy of a new beginning around you with an Andrew or an Andrea or Ansfield. Okay, Ansfield. But like a new beginning that is around you, okay, or that is coming around towards you. Okay, warming up to the idea. Somebody else had that kind of message, and I forget which one it was, which star sign. Warming up to the idea of something, or warming up to a person, and like coming around, like, well, I'm kind of coming around to the idea of doing this, right? So I don't know if this is like working on a project or a thing with a person, because it feels like that I'm Sagittarius, warming up to the idea of doing something with a person, like warming up to them, okay? So I don't know if this is like a new beginning. I mean, these messages can mean anything to you, if it regards to like children or kids or love interests or whatnot, but for some of this I'm picking up it as a family thing, okay? And it's like I'm warming up to the idea of being able to start again. Like, can we just have a fresh, clean slate, okay? And start again. Okay, some of you, a clean slate also is like clearing up your debt. So some of you are really clearing up your karmic debt, but some of you, this is kind of like your physical money debt, right? And it's like, can we have a clean slate? So that kind of means like I need everything scrubbing, everything washed. So I don't know if you do like car wash, like a car wash, or like scrubbing, like cleaning, and somebody is a cleaner and they clean and they clean and they clean and they clean. Could be dealing with an Aquarian or a Gemini, but like cleaning, like clean easy or something like that. And like it's easy, it's easy like Sunday morning. Sorry, it's very early in the morning and I'm half trying to be quiet and I'm half trying to get these messages out for you, Sagittarius. So sorry if I'm a little bit delayed. So you could be dealing with the Pisces for a lot of you, right? And it's like, I'm sorry if I'm a little bit delayed. It's kind of like that you get late for work, right? I don't know if anybody's late on their period or, oh, okay, someone might be late. So be very careful around kids and children. So I don't know what that is, okay? But they're saying somebody might be late on their period. But something to do with around like I'm sorry I'm late. So I don't know what it is that you're doing that's keeping your focus if it's to do with work. Because you probably got a lot of it, and it's like, oh, I'm sorry if I'm late, 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 okay? But there is some kind of message here for you, very quickly, is more around the lines of Leos, the lines of Kings of Leon, but like the lines of Leo. And it's like, I'm sorry if I'm late, I'm sorry if I'm late. It's kind of like somebody has another project, right? Like they have like, I don't know, like a man cave or something, right? But they have another project and they are trying to do one thing and then they are doing this, but they're late for work. So the work that brings you revenue and money, there's a project, it feels as if you've got here, that makes you late for work. And because they're saying, because the message I keep picking up is just a plain simple one, which is, I'm sorry I'm late, I'm sorry I'm late, I'm sorry that I'm late, I'm sorry that I'm late. So are you like having late nights and you're doing something like till real late at night and then you are late for work in the morning, or you've got an extracurricular activity of something that you really enjoy doing and it's pulling your focus more onto that, but then you need to earn some money. So then when it comes to work, you actually get to work and you're like, oh, I'm sorry I'm late, right? So I don't know what this is for, like if there's some sort of delay also around a Pisces. Sorry, I'm kind of thinking what these could well be. The name B. There you go, Mel, Rob. You're right, guys. But I always forget I'm doing your signs. But something to do with around B, right? Which was bake me a cake as fast as you can, pack it and prick it. and prick it with B. Okay, with making cakes. Sorry if any of you don't know, I have sisters, I also have friends like Sagittarius, Aries. Okay, a lot of you don't know, but yeah, I do. Something to do with pack it and prick it with B. Pack it, pack your bags, pack it in, pack it up, pack it in, pack your bags. So I don't know if you're like going on holiday or anything of like packing your bags, or someone's like threatening to move out or move in, or like I want someone moving in, but if you can't, then I'm moving out, kind of, because they are saying that there's something like I don't know, like say for instance that it's saying that you or somebody that you know of, right, is like extremely late always, right, and it's because like they have to travel to see their partner, and then they have to travel back home, and then they do their thing of whatever it is in life that people do in order to keep them occupied, and it's making someone so like tired and late that they might be thinking, you know what, it's probably best if I move closer to this person so there's not a lot of like interference of how far it is for me to have to travel to be late. So I don't know if there's anything to do with your siblings or yourselves of like work, of like travel, okay, because they're saying that if you're late, then it's either one, you're going to have to really prioritise your time more, right? But if it's because you're late because of the distance that it takes for you to get to work, then there might be this idea of somebody of like travelling or moving closer to where it is that they work, or their boyfriend or girlfriend, whichever way it is, right? So you've kind of got those messages that are slightly there. What else have we got for Sagittarius very quickly? Yeah, something to do with a pickup truck though, or a Cancerian or a pickup truck. Like, can you pick me up? Can you drop me off? Can you pick me up? Can you drop me off? Can you pick me up? Can you drop me off? Or like a truck, like a physical truck. But somebody also might be showing off their new car when I come over, right? But like, yeah, I'm hearing something about this truck. Something about this truck, right? It's something the way that you truck. God, there's something about the way that you truck here. So is there a truck driver, the name Driver, or D, Darren, Danielle, Daz, Dan, but like something away that's like is a truck driver. They're like in the lorries, the name lorry, or in the lorries, and they're always driving. Like, okay, I'm picking up like 12-hour shift work. That might be why there's late energy here. Like someone that works like 24/7. Well, I said 24/7. Like day and night, like night shifts, day shifts, night shifts, and like I've done a night shift, and then after my night shift, they're asking me to come in on a day shift, and because of so many shifts, you're kind of like, right, I'm sorry, I'm late, and they're like, well, you know, and you're like, well, Jesus Christ, bro, how many hours have I done, you know? So you kind of like you're doing so many hours that they're saying that you might. Well, no, there isn't any advice for that one, really. You know, if you're doing a lot of hours and you're doing night shifts and day shifts, well, then that's just probably because you're self-employed, right? If you're self-employed, you work day in and day out and day in and day out, right? People think, oh, I want to be self-employed. Trust me, it is harder when you're self-employed because it's your own business, it's your own company, it's your own back. So when you do that, you've got, you constantly work, you really do, because people... But yeah, so for a lot of you out here that you could well be self-employed and you kind of work like, well, even if it's not night shift, day shift work, it's kind of like on call. And I think you had that before, Sagittarius, if I'm honest, didn't you? Where I said around on call, and like it's kind of like you get home and they're like, okay, we need you to come back in. You're like, oh damn, I just got home. Right, I just got home off a 12-hour shift. And now you're calling me back in, like people that work for the NHS and you know hospitals and things like that. But also, I've got a bracket of people here as well that own their own companies, right? That are business owners as well. Donna, I'm also hearing Donna or donor is a donor. So you've got something to do with blood here, which would be hospitals and things like that, like blood. Okay. Excuse me. But yeah, they're definitely saying, though, that there is messages here around owning your own business and your own company and also minding your own business as well. But I think we went through that before. Was it with that? Was that with Aries? I think it might have been in the Aries one, right, Rob? But like something to do with mind your own business. Yeah, some of you are probably going to get into an argument with siblings here, pretty much all around for a lot of you. It could be a 5. Could be an Aquarian in placements. It could be a Taurus in placements as well. Okay, but wherever these placements are, I think that there's this collision again. This collision. It came up through quite a few readings of someone that you just can't seem to get on the same wavelength to. You're just not like, you know, you fight more like when we fight like cats and dogs, but we made it all in the ballroom. Ballroom dancing, seen it on TV. I got quite a lot for ballroom dancing. Wow, so who was that in? That was in the last reading. Was that Scorpio? Or no, Libra. Is in Libra reading. Because I started mentioning around the foxtrot and all this kind of stuff. The foxtrot. Something to do with Silver's pussy. So you got Little Red Riding Hood. So we're reading Silver's mail again. Does anybody else want to know what's in Silver's emails? Just wants the reading. But like, yeah, something around get the rounds in though, probably. 3, you could be dealing with a Pisces for a lot of you, somewhere here. Okay, but for generally, Jen, the name Jen, or Julian, or Jason, or Justin, yeah, you've kind of got this fight, well, they're saying at work, a fight at work, a fight over work. Do you fight with your partner because you work too much and then when they work, you work, and like you get home and they're at work and then you're at work? Or you get into like little spats and arguments around too much work? Too much work will kill you every time. Yeah, because I'm hearing it every day. I'm hustling, like every day. Sorry, because these messages are really not making too much sense. Some of you have more than likely got some kind of sibling argument here of somebody's placement that you just can't seem to get through to. That's normally parents, right? It's normally parents. So it's like, well, you know, we can't seem to get through to them, we can't seem to change them, we can't seem to do anything. I've understood about the Scorpio energy, which is take a look at your bullet hole and have a look, and has it ever changed its appearance? No. Has anything ever really changed? No. So it's kind of like this giving up this fight of like, well, I kind of come to this understanding that this person ain't never really going to change the way that they are. So I really just have to kind of like just go with it. Just kind of like one of those energies, plain and simple, Sagittarius. That's for the people that you're arguing with, really. Okay. Yeah. So we're going to leave it at that. Just quick, short, brief messages there for you, Sagittarius. Just nothing spectacular, I don't feel. Okay. There's a lot of picking up and dropping off, something to do with a car or a Cancerian or a new car or something. But like a lot of like taxi runs or something. Let's say if you're a taxi service, or even if you're not, there seems to be a lot of getting in your car, in the car, out the car, in the car, in the car, out the car. You're dealing with a Gemini also somewhere here. In the door, out the door, in the door, out the door, in the door, out the door, in the door, out the door. Like kind of like out the door in the car, go to work or go somewhere and then come back, blah, blah, blah. And doing a lot of like servicing. So, okay, so some of you physically are mechanics. Physically, like Michael, the name Michael the mechanics. But yeah, like having your car valeted or serviced, like wash cars, or like a valeting service for cars, or what did I say accidentally? Like going out into the car to have it serviced. That's it. Like like somebody that services cars, right? So like a mechanic. So it doesn't have to be you, but there's guys on here as well, and some of you women your bloke might be a mechanic here. But I'm definitely hearing every generation blames the one before, and all of their frustration, I'm afraid that's all we've got. Know that I'm a hostage to all my father held so dear. Know that I'm a prisoner. Well, it's the other way around, I think, right? Hopes and fears, I just wish I could have told him in the living years. Someone's in the living years, the name Livy, Livianne or Libby, Livy. But like, I wish I could have told him in the living years. So, is there something to do with someone's father that's going on here? Someone's father? Because they're saying like looking after somebody or somebody's father here. I mean, it could even be your father. Okay. And I wish I could have told him in the living years. Things that you never told this person when they were physically alive, that you never got to tell them. So because I'm picking up that, like, some sort of every generation that just blamed everybody, constantly was blaming everybody for their mistakes and past mistakes. And there's kind of a lot of, maybe someone here that you may have wanted to tell a load of things to that you never got to tell in the living years. Like, it's kind of like this father figure or somebody that's around you that you never really got to tell them everything, is what I'm hearing. Like, I never got to tell them everything in the living years. But for some of you here, there is an elderly person here, and I don't know if this is like people that work for NHS, or if it's someone that is trying to tell this person like everything in the living, like spending as much time as you can with them in the living years, because they're saying that we're going to have to do all of this now while we're living. So it's kind of like someone that's trying to cram in everything. So I don't know if you've got like mothers or fathers around you that are like elderly, right? And you kind of may know that somebody here could be ill or something, and it's kind of like a bucket list in a way. Or Melissa, the name Melissa, or Mel. No, Mel, you're fine, don't worry. But or Kel. But like, I need to do all of this like in the living years. Like, while I'm here, like I want to go on holiday and I want to go to Spain. So they're saying Spain for a lot of you. Okay, but I want to go here and I want to go there, and I've got this plan and I've got that. And it's kind of like this person wants to cram everything in whilst they're alive. So it's kind of like, okay, I'm going to sell my house, and probably not sell the house, but like get all my money that I've got saved and spend it all while I'm here. Like, treat the grandkids and like go on holiday and buy a new car maybe, or do something while I'm alive, because that's what they keep saying. Now, trust me, that's everybody in life, right? So don't panic. But I'm definitely hearing that somebody here might be trying to cram in every single moment with a person because they know that they may not have long. And that can be something to do with around why there's a lot of sleepless nights. Because I am picking up, no more lonely nights, never be another. Someone like Paul. Let's hope this isn't Paul McCartney. I don't think he's got Sagittarius. Well, it would be anybody around him. But I'm hearing no more lonely nights, like. So it's kind of the message of trying to cram in every waking minute with this person to fit in everything. So, because some of you are really missing your father, they're saying, and there's things that you never got to tell this person during the living years. But then they are saying that some of you out there are trying to like cram in every moment that you can with this person, because it's kind of like this person is throwing caution to the wind, and they're just kind of like spending and going through their savings and thinking, oh, fuck it. You know, let's kind of like, while we're here, let's go on holiday, let's treat you to this, and, you know, all of those kind of things. And I don't know if this is an energy of a person that knows that. I don't know if you do, but it feels like, you do voodoo. I don't know if you do, but, yeah, there's an energy here of a person that's kind of like, they're saying that might be trying to like fit everything in order to be able to do it all whilst alive, is what I'm hearing also. Alive. Okay, so that came out of nowhere. It's kind of like this news just comes out of nowhere. It's like something just comes out of nowhere. Like it just suddenly comes out of nowhere. Like, I don't know, like a baby is born, or somebody tells somebody something and it just comes out of nowhere and they say something finally, like a father or something, or a son or a father, and they just come out of nowhere and they say something. Because you could even be a father, okay, you could even be a father here, and like it's like a son and father or something, or sons and daughters, right? And it's kind of like that you get this unexpected news. It doesn't have to be bad, but it can be like, I wish I'd have told him during the living years. Like, there is so much that I would, like, I want to tell my dad, right? Or like, there's so much that I want to tell my son. But it's kind of like this unexpected news. So for some of you, they're saying that at some point, because I can never really pinpoint when these messages are for, it could be something to do around a Scorpio. They're saying that there could be this unexpected turn of events where somebody might reach out that you haven't spoke to in a long time, finally decides to reach out, because they've kind of got like this guilty conscience of something, and they think, you know what, whilst my father's alive, I need to talk to them as much. So this could be a child that's talking to a father, right? Like whilst they're alive. I mean, it doesn't mean that this person's physically dying, because I'm picking up like a Scorpio energy, but this person doesn't physically have to be dying for all of you. It would only be the collective group of people that know that there's an elderly person that could be ill here. The other group of you, these messages are fitting in for, like there could be a son, and there could have been an argument between like sons and daughters and things like this, right? And that it's like this unexpected news just comes out because somebody started to, like, the energy shift, if you like, right? They've had like a moment of clarity, if you like, right? And they kind of like, okay, during the living years, then I really need to tell my father quite a lot of things. So that's what they're saying, that there could be some kind of like reaching out to a person because they want to tell you something. Like, so I don't know if this is like, they're saying that there could be a baby involved here, like a baby. And it could be like, I need to tell you that you're a grandfather. Oh, okay. They're saying that I may need to tell you that you're a grandfather. So that would mean that, so like if you're a male Sagittarian and it's something to do with like your daughter or son, well then they're either pregnant or got somebody pregnant, and that you would be a grandfather. Now, if you are a Sagittarius here of a possible energy of your father maybe being ill, there could be a baby that is born somewhere within here from like a sibling or something to do with like you're going to be a grandfather. Like you I don't know if that's everybody, but they are definitely saying that there's a baby that is born here, and you're going to be like a grandfather, because that's what I keep hearing. You're going to be a grandfather. And I'm not hearing grandmother, I'm hearing grandfather. Okay, so if there's not a grandmother, then there's not a marriage here. There's not a marriage here. I don't know, I'm getting mixed energies of like divorcee couples, of people that are like married out of wedlock, like they are common law, the name Laura, but like married out of wedlock, like two people that get together that they're not actually classed as married, but they're classed as married because they live together. Or like your parents are divorced, right, and they're with different people, because I'm picking up like a large family setting group type sort of energy here, where there's some kind of like, let's sit around and talk something. Anyway, that seems to be that. So, well, we went on for longer than I expected, Sagittarius. So there your intergalactic weird shit out of nowhere. And let's see what your tarot card's saying, right? But yeah, just look for those messages that come up. If anything like that starts to happen in your life, then come back and let me know, okay, if you would. The comeback story, something to do with Kings of Leon. Something to do with around Leos. It is big Leo energy here. Kings of Leon, the comeback story. Well, I'm going really cold. Something really to do with around people that have got Leo placements here. Leo. I mean, I don't know if this child is a Leo, but they keep saying Leo, Leon. Look for a Leo. They keep saying, look out for a Leo. Look out, Leo. Look out for a Leo. Now, I don't know if that's a bad thing or a good thing. That's up to you, because I'm not really picking up any kind of message, to be honest. The message is, look out for a Leo. A Leo Scorpio. A Leo Scorpio. Look out for a Leo Scorpio. A Leo Sayer. Sadie, I'm hearing the name Sadie, or a Mercedes. Look out for a Mercedes. Sorry, I'm really not concentrating on the tarot card reading. You've kind of got a few messages here, Sag. Look out for a Leo. That's all they keep saying. Look out for a Leo. Look out for a Leo. Look out for a Leo. Okay. Looking out for a Leo. Let's see. Sagittarius, what they got going on this week. So this week commencing is the 17th today, but as soon as I do these readings, they get posted the same day, okay? From the 17th for Sagittarius. Show me what Sagittarius have got coming up, please, from the 17th. So you see, you got Virgo energy, big Virgo energy here. There's some sort of stress and worry. You see, sleepless nights. I'm picking up no more lonely nights, but I'm doing something like so exhausted and so tired that I don't have enough time to sleep. So it means like 12-hour shifts, right? Stuff like that. I mean, it could even be a 9-hour shift. But you know, you got big Virgo references here. So you got a lot of things going on in the family, to be honest. Probably overworked, underpaid, or either, or running your own business and realising how difficult that is to keep up with everything, right? Here. I'm also hearing keeping up appearances, so there's a lot of pride here. Something to do with around Libra, maybe, but I mean, this is Virgo for me, but Libra, this would also be Libra, air sign maybe, but I'm hearing like keeping up appearances, like pride, too prideful, something to do with a lot of like too prideful to drop it. Like there is something that has gone on between family here, more than likely, that is like I'm too pride to, like there's too much pride here. Too much briny. It's too much briny here. It's too much briny here. Sorry, guys. So you might know someone called Bridie or Briny, or whining, pining for someone, constantly pining for somebody here. I'm also hearing pine cone freshener. What on earth is that? Pine cone freshener, or pine cones. So is it like a car freshener, like an air freshener? Pine cone freshener. That's what they're saying, pine cones. Yeah, but B is what I'm hearing. So this could be a sibling here, could be a daughter. Let's see. Somebody's on Instagram. That's probably everybody. But somebody's on Instagram. No, that's not a great message, Steve. I'm on Instagram. Graham, sorry, the name Graham also. Graham Newton. Graham Norton. Ooh. Someone can be in a same-sex relationship. Graham Norton. Come in Norton, calling Norton. Oh, stop channeling Stephen. What's his name? Nanu, calling Norton. Robin. You want to Robert? Robin Williams. But yeah, Rob. The name Robert or Rob. If y'all can't remember that was yeah. Back in the day, before he really became a comedian, acting, it was on TV, right? Calling Norton, Mork and Mindy. Anyway, Sagittarius. Show me what Sagittarius have got coming up, please. Thank you. Study education. Sorry, but I run my own business. I run my own business and I don't really have a lot of time in order to... So some of you, you're kind of like you're trying to grasp every moment maybe with a father here. For those that message, that message may have related to, that the cards are showing me slightly different things, but this could be the father of the message that was trying to come through about us trying to spend every waking minute with a father. There could be a lot of worry and stress about siblings here. Like, so even if you're a father, it might be about the kids and the siblings that you look after here, because this person may need looking after, but there's also like turning my back on it as well, kind of like it's here, because this would be to me, this message here would show me someone that you're living with, undoubtedly, right? Father, mother, sibling, daughter, whatever, but like try not to pay any attention to it, because these two are turned their back in a way, right? So it's kind of like, look, you know, you might be going through something, blah, 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 but I, you know, if I run my own business and have my own time, then, you know, there's this kind of like detaching but still being there kind of energy, right? But for some of you, this message could be coming through where it has a lot to do with around the like needing to spend every waking minute with my father, but because I'm stressed out about my father, like I'm stressed out about my dad, I'm stressed out about, you know, the whole scenario that is involving Gemini, Libra, Aquarius possible, but stressed out about them, you know, stressed out about Em or Emily also, but like stressed out, you know, there's something to do with around siblings here, like stepfather, because normally this is a stepfather for me, right? Stepfather. So it's kind of like I'm worried about being a stepfather or stepmother, or I'm worried because they keep saying like Stepford wives or steptoe and son, like worried about my son, or I'm worried about my daughter, or like worried about the whole bloody lot by the sounds of it, Sagittarius. Like worried, overthinking. But trust me, there is no way out of that. There's nothing that I can do or ever say to people to tell them to stop thinking and worrying, because it's a natural human response to do that, and it would relate a lot to what's in your moon sign here. So yeah, there's a lot of worry. There's this kind of energy also around like someone doubts over their father or mother too much, like too much, right? Too much. And it's kind of like trying to detach from that person. You know, if you're going to keep worrying and you're going to keep doing anything, then I can't, you know, I can't keep paying attention to everybody that worries in life, because this can be an absolute worry wart for some of you, like a worry wart, right? There's a word there, worry wart. I don't know if that's a place, but a wart, or Ward 5, like a hospital unit, Ward 5. It's going to be a lunatic asylum. Or then Simon or Tyler, also Tyler, I'm hearing Tyler. But here, yeah, there's a lot of like, well, I mean, trust me, these kind of simple stress things are owning your own business and owning your own company. But there's a family member here that's stressing someone out. Let's see, Sagittarius. What have they got coming up? Sagittarius, Moon, Rising, Venus and Jupiter for Sagittarius. Pisces here. See, there's a strange scenario that seems to be going on between this King and this Piscean energy, because this to me feels like stepmother, stepfather. Whichever way around it is, it can be Pisces, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but like stepmother, stepfather, stepmother, stepfather. Like the evil twin sisters, or like the evil stepfather, or like, yeah, that's the stepmother, yeah, that's the stepfather, yeah, that's the, you know, and yeah, they're causing problems within my relationship, because this is my Billy Crystal and Meg Ryan 3. The piece on the side, right? So through that, don't always look at that as being your relationship, right? There's a piece on the side, right? Which means that there's kind of like, yeah, there's always something that takes more priority over me, right? So it means, well, I'm a mother, right? I'm a mother. You got your message seems to be around prioritizing your affair, or prioritizing your affairs. Okay, so that can mean, I'm also hearing foreign affairs, or fara, or Tara. You're right. But like prioritizing your affair, see, that can be like, I like my cream on the side, and I like a bit of pussy to drink up the cream. Oh dear, cat that got the cream got the pussy. So yeah, something about the ginger pussy. So well, really, this kind of tells me stepmother, stepfather kind of situation, and a scenario also of that. Because there's either like pregnancy here or just birth here, birth. Because this can mean like someone that's fertile, right? Someone that's fertile. So, oh, I heard infertile. Oh, okay. What's the word when you're unfaithful? Faith. But like someone could be pregnant here also, right? Because this could be a grandchild, grandmother situation, blah, blah, blah. Or fertile, or like finds out a situation that is stressing them out about their period here. Because there could be some sort of problem that is caused by a sibling here by like their period, or like fertile, like something like making it impossible to get this person pregnant or something, or they're worried that they are pregnant, or worried that they might not be able to be pregnant. There's kind of two flavor energies, flavors. There's two energies there, is what I'm picking up, like worrying about pregnancy. Whichever, well, there you go. A straight up message. Worrying about pregnancy altogether, right? If that isn't you, that's this person. So worried about pregnancy. This is your monthly, someone's here is monthly. The time has come back around, Sagittarius, for all of you women. You poor creatures. You go through all of that. But like, you must be crazy. You ain't got no idea what it's like being a woman. But anyway, yeah, you got those. So stop rambling, Steve. Okay, so really what I do is I give you some channeled messages, I give you some messages here, but I do have to also earn a living. If you are part of Patron and the full access bundle, that's where I'm obviously going to do a lot more cards and the reading gets more generic, where I stop messing around and we look for the actual messages, right? We draw more cards, tell you what you've got coming up, clarify them, and then we look into what is in the mind, basically, of your person. How do they think and feel about the scenario that you are involved in that involves them? Which is basically fucking everybody in life. So if I pick up messages of siblings, brothers, daughters, kids, children, love interests, work, whatever kind of shows me a story of that, if I see it, I give you the information. But that's generally about how the other people are seeing the scenario that you're in. Okay, so what's in the mind of your lover? So, or your mother, even. They're saying like the lovers, something to do with Gemini here. Gemini in the eyes of the beholder of your mother is a Gemini for a lot of you. Okay, so yeah, there you go. So we're going to do that. So if you want to join, you can come over to the full access bundle on Patreon, but it is only on the full access bundle. That's where each month, after the monthly, we keep churning out weekly messages, one after the other, after the other, after the other, and that's where you'll get all of those readings. Sometimes we change them up and we look for different questions or answers, depending on how we go and how we feel, but we just keep churning them out, and that's what you also get as well, okay? But there's a plethora of backlog of readings of your yearly reading that is over there as well if you join and you want to have a look. Bi-weeklies, monthlies, blah blah blah, we change it all up, all that kind of stuff, but you can find the link below. Thanks very much, Sagittarius. That is your weekly commencing from the 17th, okay? But trust me, energy isn't just where it's like, oh, that's quickly over. It takes time to let energy play out, okay? So but there you go, there's your reading. Thanks very much, Sagittarius, and I'll see you soon.